Hello, and welcome to another day of TA the Degen Way. This video is going to be quick and short and sweet, and for the express benefit of one of our TradingView users who has been requesting an update on Zen, and I do apologize for not being able to get to all the comments that come in on our TradingView idea page. Between our Discord and my own personal trading and personal life, it's just a little bit too much, but Zen is up 70%. And if you're looking for updates on this stuff, I encourage you to join our free Discord. There is a link in the description of every one of these videos. There's no cost at this time, where myself and multiple others are in there posting our trading updates, and happy to answer any questions that you have about different assets and the multitude of ways to trade these. Now, when it comes to Zen, let's just jump right into the chart here. I did post a new idea on this, which is the fact that we are at resistance. Let's just get right into the chart here. His question was, could we hit this 6 zeros and 5, and lo and behold, we did. Now, as far as making any bottom projections on Zen, I've taken 2 swings at this and missed both times. I was looking at a bottom right here, consolidation above our previous bottom. I was looking at the idea of a double bottom, especially after this wick. Looked very bottomish, and now we are down here. So this one is much harder. The liquidity is very low. Zen is a very solid project, and Jack Levin seems to be extremely intelligent, and his game theory behind building these things out I think is pretty solid. We can see volume is literally almost non-existent. We got some gaps here. We're looking at a daily chart, but I mean, what has happened here? We have pumped, I believe, about 70%. Yeah, so I mean, 70% is a pretty nice pump. We had this nice double bottom on the daily. That is pretty encouraging to see. But now that we are at some of these previous lows, we are reaching resistance, but our daily momentum isn't super high. The money flow has barely even creeped up. So, I mean, if this is truly a bottom, and I'm using the word if very loosely here, and we're at resistance, what should we expect to see? Here was our previous resistance. We flipped it into support. Now we really need to come back down and retest this as support. It'd be nice if we paused here in the 45 range, but I don't think we will. It will probably come back down to 4, or even better yet, another visit to this bottom at 3. That would be very, very solid. And if we look at some of our past consolidation, just approximately how long and what size of a range we consolidated in, here will give us time and percentage-wise as to what we were looking at. We're pretty similar. Our range has gotten a little bit smaller, and time-wise, we've been kind of trading down here. We'd be at about the 50% mark if we considered this to be an average true range. Let's check it up here. Looks pretty close. Here we're a little smaller. Here we're pretty much about the same. It seems like ever since about here, these ranges have gotten a little bit smaller. This might be like a double range, because we can see here this range here is about half the size. This range right here is about half the size. So I mean, we have basically completed about one full average range. So I mean, a pullback here is expected. I'm not a buyer on Zen, but I was an early minter and do hold a very substantial amount of Zen that I'm not looking to sell for a very long time. But if we follow this momentum coming down, I do think that we may have some kind of a bottom in here. And I am hopeful that is the case. But for me to become a buyer and begin trading this, I really need Zen to complete one of these ranges, break into the range above, and start bullishly retesting the bottom of the range above the lower range. And the reason I say that when it comes to trading is, or even just buying in general, is because this is an extremely illiquid asset. The liquidity is low. There's a lot of minters, which means there was a lot of free tokens. You know, they weren't exactly free, but people paid next to nothing. And if you had, long mints, a lot of those mints, people are, pulling those out and looking to sell those. And when you pay $3 for something that you can sell for $50, it's not hard to figure out what's happening. So that's my update on Zen. I'm looking for a pullback here to this 4 cents, and hopefully we see some kind of an A, B, C, which gets us up halfway into this range above, pull back and bullishly retest it. I would be interested in trading this myself to this previous low, and at that point I will still be looking for a double bottom and considering this range to be one large range. And the reason I say that is because if you were fortunate enough to be watching this and you decided to pull the trigger and buy this double bottom on the daily and hold it, by the time we get up here, you are at a fat 140% gain, 150%. If you're not hitting the sell button and taking some profit, you should probably find a different profession, because it is certainly time. But if we watch this downtrend here, time and price are square. This curve is over, and then now we're moving to the upside. And looking at the momentum of this, we haven't really lost momentum. I would expect this to continue on up to about right here. So maybe we get lucky and we pull back to this 45 area and push on up halfway into the range above and bullishly retest this bottom and start accumulating here. But at some point in time when this trend is over, it will be due for at least a 50% retrace. And my guess is it will probably happen right here at resistance. So if you're interested in trading Zen or want to follow Zen or any of the other trading ideas, we've been focusing on Fetch or FET for the last couple days and done extremely well between scalping that and building a nice swing trade. That idea is on our TradingView idea page. I am only looking just to return to the top of the range. It doesn't matter. It's on our TradingView page. You can go to CryptoFile 622. You can search it in the search box there. And there we go. So here will be our TradingView ideas page. And here is our trading plan on Fetch or FET. Come on into our Discord and join us. Or if you want to talk about Zen or whatever it is, or different trading ideas, we'd be glad to have you and glad to see you. But until then, trade well.